All right, folks, be safe. I was just watching YouTube and a lady was posted a video shortly ago saying that she was getting death threats for working on the Delphi case, and some guy has been contacting her, John Fez, and he changes his name and continues to. I have noticed a lot of us getting attacked that have been working on these cases. What is it? I don't know. Maybe we're getting close to solving the case or onto something, and that's why everybody's getting attacked. There was a lot of people getting attacked by Sean Harmon on Facebook and YouTube and whatever. And then, uh, there was other people getting attacked by other YouTube people and crime channels or whatever. Uh, you know, it's about, I don't know. It's just nuts. I just got done watching a video about Candace Wells. A YouTube channel's asking Candace, you guys tell me what the heck. Well, I'm not going to use the HELL toothpick word is going on. But if you look at the thumbnail uh, of the video, now it won't let me change. There it goes. All right. If you look at the video, that the thumbnail of that video, where'd it go now? Oh, wait. What the heck is going on? No, that's allegedly with Brittany. I don't know, but they were the thumbnail was saying Candace Wells, what is going on with her eyes? Is she possessed or a robot or something? Her eyes were doing something and she's not I don't know, maybe who knows? This is madness at its best. So it's 2:15, but normally it would be 1:15. But we had to change the time today. So there probably ain't nobody up. Got work tomorrow. on the lips of your lover. Pink, but you never tell her. Pink, pink, 'cause you are so very pink. It just goes with the fashion. Look, it's where I am looking right. Think turn up the think everything is good to be alright. No matter what we do tonight, you might love me go. Hello, Lane. Lynn, be safe. These people are attacking people that are working on these YouTube cases. I guess someone threatened a YouTube channel, a crime lady, saying they were going to come to her house and cut her throat or whatever. Yeah, it's just nuts. I guess she's working on the Delphi case. Yeah. Well, little baby, tell me how have you been? We all miss you. Way that you ground. The day is necessary. Every now and then, for my soul to move on. A YouTube creator, a lady that's working on the Delphi case. I guess she's been getting threatening messages and stuff of some guy messaging her. Then he changes his name, and she's going to be writing a YouTube, or she's going to be writing a letter to YouTube asking them why they are allowing these people to be on YouTube with fake accounts and fake names when the policies that YouTube has states that it must be your real name, your real account linked to your Google account. And these people they changed their names, their Facebook, their YouTube name and their channel or whatever, but they're not using real photos. And I guess she tracked the guy down or something. So she's saying that her channel is being watched by the FBI. And I don't blame her. I really don't blame her. People don't use their name and pictures. I do. That's my real photo. All my accounts, even Facebook, are real photos. It's me. It states right in the thing when you open up a YouTube account, you got to use your real name or your real oh no, not you, Lynn. I'm talking about these people that have been doing it. You know, I get them in my chat too. Well, here's the thing: we must be getting real close to solving the case or something. Well, I wonder how Laney knew that. Have you been keeping up on it, Lynn? Laney? Laney, do you want me to call you Laney or Lynn? What one? It don't matter. They're both nice names, Lynn or Laney. Yeah, what gives? Have you been keeping up on that? You're free to talk in my chat. Say whatever. Lynn, are you still there? So you think you can tell heaven from hell? Blue skies and gray. Can you tell a green fields from across the rain? Smile and veil. Did you think you could tell? Yeah, it's getting crazy. I wish all these people would get along, but what do you make of it, Lynn? Can you make any sense out of it? Has there been a lot of trouble with that channel, or I know it gets heated up in there sometimes. They need to arrest someone soon. Yeah, I know, Lynn. Like I said, I was shocked. She just put the video out, and she even put the guy's face up on there and everything. And she was saying that the guy's been sending her messages and then uh, threatening to cut her throat and come to her house and all this stuff. And then he changes his name or something, his YouTube thing or something. And uh, I don't know, however they do it. People are accusing innocent victims. I don't know, who are they accusing? I know if they're accusing people, but you know, it's not anyone. These videos have been out since day one of them accusing people. So it's really not people that are just repeating what these other channels have said, you know. So maybe they are attacking them because they're accusing innocent victims. I don't know. I have no idea. But if you notice, Lynn, most of the people that are involved as suspects in the Delphi case, they have bad records, very bad records, records that we didn't know because we weren't prying into people's lives. That's nuts. YouTube is for some to make a living. Yeah, it is. I don't have no problem with people making a living, but you know, some of these YouTube creators are uh, using children. From what I get out of it, most of these YouTube people are uh, the main complaint is they're using children to make money off of. Uh, you know, now you got people saying there's people making money off of Candace Wells. So I can see what they're trying to say, that they're using these people to bring in snap gabbles or Snapchat, whatever they call them. I don't know what they call them. Snap, Snapchats or whatever. You know, uh, I don't know. You know, is there any law that's bringing? Well, I don't know if they're. I mean, if it's just a regular YouTube channel and they're making a video about somebody, or a kid or whatever, that's missing, and they're set up as Patreon. Well, then people don't need to pay money. If they want to donate to your channel, it's because they want to donate to the content you're putting out. You're not using a child to collect money. But some of these YouTube channels, from what I've been watching, they're all upset because a lot of these people make a lot of money off of these children, and some deliberately send people down the wrong track. You know, so I can see what they're saying. Yeah, they all been MK'd ultra'd. Caught in a trap, I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see? You and me, and you don't even hear what I'm saying. We can't go on together with suspicious minds. We can't build our dreams, suspicious minds. Oh, that I love. Baby, wipe the tears from your eyes. Let's not let a good thing die. No, no. I don't know what the problem is. You got people getting all upset. You got people going into chat rooms, they start talking and chatting, and next thing you know, it's all crazy and wild, and everybody's letting their hair down. And next thing you know, you got that one person. Aha! What is all this screenshot stuff? Lynn, can you explain that to me? It is what their listeners want. Exactly, Lynn. What have I always said from the beginning? What sells? Chaos, madness, and it's a proven fact. Their views and their subs are huge, and the money they bring in is big. And the only thing is I don't have no beef with it at all. I'm trying to explain to them, save your receipts, and they're all like, "What are you talking about? That's income." That means if the little man behind the desk at the IRS is watching and you're pulling in big dollars, they consider that income. Unless you're retired or you're on Social Security, disability, VA vets, then you're allowed to make so much money without claiming it. I'm just trying to help out. If they're making big money, the IRS might be watching and say, "Oh, look what we got here." But I don't know. The laws might have changed. It might be perfectly legal. YouTube might not be a taxable income. You know, the bridge picture of the guy under the bridge, they think that there's no one there. It's very possibly, well, there's nobody there. We don't know if that's even a real photo of the Delphi guy underneath the bridge or if it was photo opped or tampered with, like the Delphi case, the bridge guy. You know, people are now screaming deep fake. And I would say, yeah, it might not be a deep fake photo, meaning created to be whatever other than it's fake. Someone photo opped or edited the photo or tampered with it. And that's why a lot of people are screaming, uh, it's a fake. Somebody got their, we're not seeing the real footage. You know, somebody must have got their hands on it before it made it all the way out into social media, or somebody got the clip and took it and edited it or photo bombed it. And that would explain why when you stop it in these some of these videos that they're showing bridge guy's face, you can tell it's monkeyed with because one side of the face, or you might have an eyeball that's perfectly clear, but the rest of the face is all distorted or blurry, faded. You could see it like it's a cloud in the photo. That's photo opt. That's been tampered with. Chelsea's photo, Cheney. Cheney's photo she took that day. I don't know. They're saying there is no photo. That uh, the photo that came out is a photo of a stilled video. So that's why the photo ain't clear. And I'm saying no. I'm saying somebody tampered with that footage. You know, they had to have. That would explain why people are saying, "Well, wait a minute. It looks like this person. It looks like that person. It looks like this guy, that guy." You know, how is it changing? Now, the only thing I could say is that it could have been CGI. It could have been edited. It could have been. It's just a photo from a video, meaning they had to pause the video, which would have caused the distortion and blurriness. And then they took a photo of that and then put it out saying this is Bridge Guy. Yeah, that's possible too. Yeah, the video and stuff. So, Lynn, are you up to date on that thing that happened on SJ's channel? I was kind of shocked. I was just flipping through YouTube, and then that video came up, and I was like, "What the heck?" You know, why do these guys harass these women? I don't harass women. That's for one. I don't send an email to women. Uh, I'm not that done unless it's somebody I've talked to and know. I don't even send stuff to my own family members. You know. If I send an email to somebody, it's like, "Hey, who are you, and how did you get my email address?" So, I understand what she's saying. It is getting crazy. Hey, I've been attacked over the Delphi case. Well, videos made about me and actually phone calls made and Facebook messages and so yeah, it happens. You just got to be safe. Oh, she's accusing a guy in Delphi. No. Well, there's many in Delphi that were had a hand in it. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm sure she'll let us know. I don't know. It's pretty nuts. Hey, guess what's back in season? Taco flavor Doritos. I've been to the edge, and there I couldn't look down. You know I love those little friends there, baby. Yeah, I know, Lynn. You can't just accuse somebody, but it's like me. I watch these videos on YouTube, and it's not me. I only repeat what we hear. You know, it's not like the people I haven't talked about in this case. They were actually questioned about Delphi and are actually suspects and were questioned in the case. Now, this lady or this person that she's talking about, I don't know if his name was mentioned in the case by the police, you know, or by any of these so-called real investigators that are on YouTube. That now we're finding out they really weren't real investigators. You know, they were just like everybody else. That's why I say, hey, I'm just a YouTube investigator. The people I talk about have already been brought up in a case, and already videos have already been made about them uh, in a case. And I'm not trying to ruin people's lives, Len. Ruin it. Trying to ruin someone's life is you're calling them on the phone constantly. You're making videos that is damaging their work. You're going after their work. You're going after their, you know, you're trying to ruin their lives so they can't do nothing. I've been there before. Believe me, I've been there before. Are there people out there that will just ruin your life? Yes. Come up with all kinds of crazy lies and everything like that. Uh, everybody's like, call the police, call. I'm like, no, wait, just wait. Feel it out. It might just be somebody trying to get a YouTube channel shut down. Someone trying. These guys pay money to have people attack your YouTube channel. And people, I mean, it was all over the news. It was all over social media that they literally pay people, you know. So, yeah, it's just a touchy situation. He is a friend of Garrett Kurtz. Who is? Garrett Garrett Kurtz is in prison right now, uh, I believe, for murder of a young lady in Delphi. He's behind bars, I believe. Yeah, I think that guy is behind bars already for murder of a young lady out there already, besides uh, the Delphi case. So, you know, it's not like, uh, my opinion, I'm going to be honest with you. If it's everything we thought it was, and these guys are talking, they belong to a club, then they probably know all each other. Kleins, Kurtz, Chadwells, all of them. And I was thinking, why would they have taken Anthony Greeno's phone? Well, Anthony Greeno has been come out and said he uses drugs. And I think they tested him, and some people said that he was tested for meth and failed. Now everybody knows that Keegan Klein probably was a drug dealer with all the photos he's got of the cannabis and cocaine that he posted or whatever, big piles of drugs and everything. Is it possible maybe Greeno didn't know anything about the Delphi case and Greeno was just buying drugs from Keegan Klein out there? It's possible. Maybe that's why his phone was taken. We don't know until the investigation's over with. The police haven't come out and said why they took Anthony Greeno's phone. You know, they haven't come out and said why they won't give it back. And usually they would come out and say something like that. Hey, we're holding this phone because we believe there's evidence on there or something, or the killer called them and here's the thing, the police 12 days after the murder already knew about Keegan Klein. They already knew about his phones or whatever, and then they went back, took his dog, and got rest of, all the rest of the electronic stuff that he had around there. And that was 12 days or so after the murder. So, did it take that long to get data? It probably did, from the phones and the iPads and everything else. Is that why? We don't know. How did Sean Harmon's get involved in this? Sean Harmon involved himself into it. Sean Harmon attacked people on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. You know, Sean Harmon didn't come into the case until last year, or maybe a year and a half, you know, telling everybody that his dad was the killer. Well, you think the police would have came out by now and said that. Oh my God. Hi, Gladys. Ladies, gentlemen, Gladys, she's a nice lady. Be good. But the police would have came out, and they would have came out if they had the guy already and knew that it was Sean Harmon's father. They would have came out and said, we got him. You know, Gladys, Johnny, hi, popping in to say hello. Didn't know you were going to do a live. Good night. Gladys, I go live all the time, so don't feel bad. You know, I'll sing you out. I used to spend my nights in the ballrooms. You know I did, Gladys. Liquor was the only love I know. Whoa. But then you rescued me from reaching the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. Your wrist smooth. It's Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're warm glass of brandy. I'm just playing my guitar, Gladdy. Thanks for stopping in, Gladdy. I know you got to get some sleep and you're tired. Okay, let's get back to what Lynn said. What did Lynn say? One of Keegan's charges is habitual or obstructing justice. So he lied to the police. Yeah, he might have. I'll tell you this much. They're not going to come right out and say, we killed the two little girls. Here's the thing with Chadwell. Even if Chadwell didn't have anything to do with it, he's still going to prison for the rest of his life for kidnapping his next door neighbor's daughter and chaining her up in a basement. So he's going away for a long time. Greeno, I don't know what his charges are, meth and uh, cannabis, and maybe tampering, obstructing justice. You know, same thing with Sean Harmon. You know, that might be obstruction of justice. It ain't making sense because you know what? Sean's Harmon father might have been the killer of something else. You know, is he bridge guy? I don't think so. You know, there's people saying Sean Harmon. You know, there's new photos out of Sean Harmon with Dennis standing next to each other. Um, and, you know, and a lot of people are forgetting in that case, the police came out at first. You know, I could see the videos that were out, and they were saying the killer bridge guy had reddish brown curly hair. Not straight hair, not but reddish brown curly hair. You know, I mean, the case keeps changing every day. New videos put out, and a lot of people are making new videos and putting all kinds of people's faces uh, on YouTube. It's one thing to talk about it. It's one thing to say these people are suspects and they think, but some of these people are putting faces and saying this is the guy. And you got people mentioning names that have nothing to do with the Delphi case at all. Not a one dang thing. You know why? Views, subs, money mainly. Everybody wants to get to that 1,000 sub mark so they can make money. I guess you have to have 1,000 subs before you can make money. Would I make money off of a young child that was killed or something? No, I don't think so. I would shut my super bops off or whatever they call them things, you know, uh, and not collect any money off of it. And I would collect money on other things like like a Patreon where someone could just donate because they like your content. Not it don't that you don't have to use a child to bring in money. I guess I don't know. I'm not the smartest person. I really ain't. I watch and I observe and I try and soak up as much as I can because I have a disability. And people come down hard on you for it, you know. A lot of people don't believe me. They say I'm lying. But if you stick around for a while, you'll notice that sometimes I have a problem. I try and cover it up as much as I can, but I have a disability, but I get by. And you know what? I just recently got on disability. Oh, before that, I worked with a disability and never collected nothing. You know, I don't know. What do you want me to do about it? I don't know. There might be a lot of people getting charged with obstruction of justice. If they tampered with a photo or a video or recording of Delphi, they are automatically probably going to be charged, possibly, with obstruction of justice because they tampered with the evidence. They tampered with the video and the audio, and that is obstruction of justice, meaning they were leading people down, diverting people away from the truth. Excuse me. You know, I'm only repeating what I heard on YouTube. I don't threaten women on YouTube. I'm very polite with women. I don't talk about I would never talk about a woman's body that I dated. I might say I miss it. I might say a lot of things. I might say I miss that woman, but I don't talk about women's body parts that I'm involved with or anyone's really, unless I'm in a chat where you're around women that are free and letting their hair down or whatever. And even then I feel kind of weird because you're taking a chance. It's like when we were growing up as teenagers and you're at a party, excuse me, and you're hanging out with your buddies and all the girls and everything, and you start everyone's flirting, having a good, you're letting your hair down, everybody's saying, talking, and some of the girls enjoy that. Some of the ladies, back when I was a teenager, they like to to flirt or to whatever, But today, if you say a woman is beautiful, you can get charged with sexual harassment. You know, I'm like, are you kidding me? What happened to the women that I grew up with that used to love to be told they were beautiful? That was a compliment back in the day. But today, well, you say a woman's beautiful, and oh my God, I don't know. I'm just saying, and I'm not talking about anybody of the girls that I'm in or ladies that I'm in chats hanging out with, or I'm just talking other people that I've seen on YouTube take offense to things. I mean, they take the Constitution wrong. And even I do. I think we got freedom of speech. I could say whatever. But you really can't, because you have to remember now it's freedom of speech. We live in a country of freedom of speech, but there's also that freedom to uh, attack somebody or take it the wrong way. And most of these people do take it the wrong way. It's like a Shannon Hoon song. Can I do what I want to do? Can I say what I want to say? Oh no, no, there's any other way. Leave me there, don't leave me there. You leave me at identity, and I keep on coming in. You're standing in the shade. Yeah. I'm never really sure if you take what I'm saying the right way. And I'm not a bottom afraid of a pocket blade. Exactly, Shannon. I hear you up there. I'm not appalled or afraid because it's just verbal pocket play. I don't know what to say. What do you do? Can I work on my YouTube talents? Yes. A lot of people make videos. Boy, you just ain't good at that. You ain't good at nothing. No, I'm not. I'm not perfect. God is perfect. Okay? I'm not. Let's see what Laney said. They took down the weight and the height of bridge guy on the website. So no weight, no height of the suspect. No, we don't know. What can we do? There's really not too much we can do because we don't have the evidence. We don't have the crime scene photos. We don't even know if the girls succumbed to death uh, where they were found. We don't know. And I'm discreet as I can muster up to be. Ah, nah, it's all a big show. I don't know. They're probably trying. Who knows? They're trying to probably sue somebody or something, and it's just like, good luck. YouTube is entertainment. Why do you think we got people on there that are uh, videos of death on YouTube? Does anyone get sued? Not really. It's fair use. It's entertainment. You know, it's not Facebook. Facebook is family oriented. Family. You don't see a lot of that stuff on Facebook. You know. Then again, I haven't been on Facebook for a while. I got two Facebook accounts. Uh, I haven't been on them. I don't know how long. I check in once in a while on them, but that's about it. Listen, I've dealt with these cases before. My opinion is they're just they're waiting to pin it on there. They're trying to find somebody. If the police don't know already the people involved, then they don't know at all. And they're just waiting for somebody to get close enough to solving it, which sooner or later somebody's going to solve this case. And then the police will go ahead and say, aha, we got the guy. And that's not true. Somebody who's going to figure out this case, and they're not going to have anything to do with any of it, but yet they will be accused of, well, they knew this and that, only the police knew that. Like Sean Harmon was saying, the girls were cut up, they were penetrated with sticks uh, in their lower half. And I was like, yeah, well, how do you know that when the police didn't come out with that information? And then he got pissed off at me, you know, because I wasn't buying his story. But only the killer would know exactly what was happened to the girls. Only the police and the FBI and the killer would know, or killers would know, how the girls succumbed to death. Usually you can see from the helicopter footage of a tent and a lot of police when there's a crime scene. Exactly. They cover up the bodies so they can go ahead and don't get, uh, they cover the body with a tent so they can work, make sure nothing falls on it to make sure. Yeah, you're right about that. They also set up a tent off to the side for uh, forensic uh, equipment that they use. And they'll make like one tent uh, a base where they bring all the evidence that they find and everything. And the other tent that you see is usually over the victims' bodies, or sometimes they don't. And they just use the one tent for evidence and forensic evidence and stuff like that. So, well, right now it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but we had to change our time. So now it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Why do we change time? Uh, we're in the center of the country just about. Why do we have to change our time? Excuse me. Yeah, ain't it funny that we seen photos of a string of divers in wetsuits? What were they doing? Pulling the river for, well, the way they were lined up, it looked like they were looking for a body or possibly a weapon in the river. Now, you're telling me that string of divers was out there, all these people out there, and they were looking in the river. Why? I don't know. They were out there and they didn't find the girls. They were looking in the river when supposedly there was hundreds of people on both sides of the river. walking the whole river and that whole area the same day the girls were killed. And they found nothing. There was even drones out there. There were even canine dogs out there looking. And they found nothing until the next day after the sun went down and it was dark and everyone left. And then they came back the next day and found the girls supposedly close to an area that they already searched. You know, who we don't know. We I wasn't there, so I don't know. We don't know. Lynn, you don't know. We don't know. Why? Because we weren't there. You know, we weren't there to see where the girls were actually found. A lot of people are saying, well, they were found on Ron Logan's property. Well, no, they weren't. Ron Logan don't own behind the cemetery. I thought I seen an outline of Ron Logan's property, and the girls were. I thought Ron's Logan's property ends right where the cemetery starts. Is where Ron Logan's land ends. Well, I was under the impression the girls were found right behind, off to the west of the cemetery. Now that could be wrong. You know, there's a reason. I want to see the whole video. You know, I want to see the whole record. I want to hear the whole recording. I want to see the whole video to see how many people were there and to prove that there was a murder there and not somewhere else. And in order to find out actually what happened, we would have to see the crime scene photos, massive amounts of blood at the crime scene. That would prove that the girls were killed there and there was no trail of blood leading from, let's say, the cemetery or anywhere else to where the girls were found. And the recording and the video is going to show us, or at least we'll be able to hear, how many people were actually there. There was reports that there was a couple arguing before the girls showed up there. There was reports and videos that I seen that said when Kelsey dropped off Abby and Libby that there was 20 or 30 girls there supposedly. What happened to them girls? You know, dog lady, uh, uh, flannel guy. They heard nothing. They didn't hear a dang thing. So something ain't right with that case at all. Something is very fishy with that case. Lynn says the police won't answer why the girls weren't found till the next day. Yeah, I know something is fishy is up about that. Could they be trying to set somebody up or something? Yeah, sure. They might just be waiting to try and find somebody. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, they must be these crime channels, investigators or whatever. They must be onto something because a lot of us are getting threats. Uh, you know, I mean, I can imagine what that lady that put out a video is talking about if she's getting messages and emails from people saying they're going to cut her throat and come to her house and all this and that. You know, yeah, I can imagine she's probably upset. Yeah, Lynn, you got a point there. The police never came out and said any of that. The family leaked that. I noticed the family, it was supposed to be a hush hush case. That means there was a reason the police weren't talking. And then all these leaks came out, and they probably were like, huh, who, what? And then it was the family that was giving some of the leaks out, and that would have been a sign. I would have been like, oh, something's up. There's a lot of people now saying that they think maybe Doug Carter was involved. He wasn't bridge guy. He might not have been there, but somehow he would be. How? Well, I don't know. That would be pretty dang risky. But then again, we've seen police do crazy stuff. And that's another thing. People just think that the government and the police, excuse me, don't do anything bad. And that's why these, that's why murder happens all the time, even with police officers, you know, because it's a police officer. I don't care. You got to question him, just because he's a police officer don't mean you don't question him about it. It's like Anthony Shots. Uh, Everyone, well, he's a cop, so they must have stole. Yeah, but you still got to bring him in. You still got to question him about it because it was his photo. You know, when did he become a cop? That's what I would have been asking. No, he's a cop now. All right, well, when did he become a cop? Did he ever live in the United States? If he did, when did he move to Alaska? Or has he been in Alaska all of his life? Maybe he took a vacation or something. Maybe you gotta check these things out. You just can't say, well, he's one of ours, so there's no way he could have done it, you know, or had a hand in it. Maybe they were running a sting and he knew that his photo was being used, and they were tracking it the whole time, maybe. And maybe it got out of hand. And maybe the police did drop the ball and it got nuts, And then you bring in the girl's father, Eric or Derek or whatever his name is. That was supposedly an informant for the police. Maybe someone found out about it. I'll tell you what, you got to be a nut job to kill two little girls. I can tell you that much right now. Anybody to kill anybody, unless it's self defense. But you got to be a nut job unless it's self defense. Then you can justify it. But just to slaughter two little girls or even kids, and we're finding this out more and more every day on YouTube, that these parents are killing their own kids or selling them or whatever for drugs, or it's nuts. They're kidnapping kids. Why? Well, because if a family has a kid, what happens? They get more money. You understand? They get more money. There's probably people out there grabbing kids off the streets right now. Why? To get a big stimulus check. These people with children are getting five, six, $7,000 stimulus checks. I wouldn't doubt it that might be part of some of these kids coming up missing. It is sickening. You're right about that, Lynn. It's sickening. But that's how these people make money. They probably kidnap the kids so they can get a stimulus check. Then they turn around, abuse the kids, and then they put them out on the street to sell drugs or prostitution. And then, you know how many girls that we found and I mean we, is we the people, we the police, the government, have found out west, out east, up north, and different places that the girls were taken from, because no one's looking, all the way out west or all the way out east or up north or south, or they're looking in the area where the girls are taken. And like I said, within a couple of days, they could be all the way on the other side of the country. I don't know. It's crazy. Would Can we agree to disagree on that? That it's just it's nuts. The world's nuts. We're understaffed. We're under police force. If I'll tell you what, folks, really, if I was the president, I would say we are breaking out our drones and our assault robots to patrol the streets. You know, I know people would look at me and say, "What, are you crazy?" No, I'm not crazy. I would rather have a assault uh, robot rolling around in case something happened. They can get to the scene till a police officer comes or whatever. People are afraid of technology. Some people have made it that way. A computer is only good, it's only as good as its programmer, and that's it. It's only as good as its programmer. If you program it to look for certain things or to answer to certain things, it does it. You know. So I mean, I can see what Elon is talking about, Elon Musk, that he's afraid that the machines become smarter than the humans, but they can't. They are only as smart as we tell them to be, and that's it. I don't understand, like, unless somebody hacked the system, but a computer cannot think on its own unless it's a defense system computer that constantly goes over data and constantly comes up with figures and theories and maneuvers that the opponent uh, it only goes through scenarios of what can happen, what how many people would die, how many, it can't act on its own unless it's told to. Does that make sense to anybody? Does it make sense to anybody out there? Do I have to sing another song? Is there anybody out there? Ah! Is there anybody out there? Oh wait, I don't have my. I got top chat on. I'm supposed to be on live chat. Why do I keep making that mistake? I don't know. I'm happy that Gladdy came into the chat tonight. I support a lot of women. I'll be honest with you. I do flirt, but once I find out they're married, I don't flirt no more. But I do, hang out in some intelligent women's chat rooms. And I'll be the first one to admit I'm a single dude, so I am a flirt. And I can also say that when I am with a woman, I don't flirt. There's no need for me to flirt. I have what I need. There's no need for me to look for someone else because I have what I need. You know, I don't know. It's YouTube is getting really. I don't know. I think the world is going to end by laws. Our own laws that these people make are going to kill us. It'll be pretty soon where you can't even look at a woman in the eyes. You know what? In some countries, you're not allowed to look at women that are married in the eyes. And this is this is big stuff. Laney, go ahead and I'm gonna get off here too. It's getting late. Get some sleep. Lynn, thanks for stopping in. Gladdy, it's always nice seeing you. It really is. Chatting with you. I know that dang DeLorean. She's ornery, ain't she? I keep telling everybody, don't piss off the DeLorean. We're all gonna have penis faces tomorrow on video. Some of these women are just. I'm like, good God, these women. I don't know. Some of them are funnier than crap. They really are. Some of them are really good at crime stuff. You know, I also watched that Tiffany Marie. She was real good with crime stuff, but I don't know what's going on. It got she's getting the same thing. Some guy's harassing her or something, or I don't know. I don't know. That's one thing I tell these dudes: don't talk about your woman's stuff. If you slept with one of these girls, don't go and you know talk about it because all it takes is you won't ever get a woman again. I think that's what they're trying to do to me. I've been blackballed. Yeah. Hey, I'm a man. I'm an adult. Okay. I talk about vaginas. Women talk about penises. All right. I'm a grown adult. These women are grown adults. If they choose to talk that way, they do. You know, if I choose to talk that way on my videos, I do. I don't use the P word, the C word. I call it a vagina, and people are like, God, what do you say? A vagina? What is that? They don't even know. They don't even know the terms for it. Yeah, the medical term for it. Yeah, they just they don't know. You know, I keep forgetting we're dealing with people that don't even know how to operate one of these. You got people out there today that would look at that and go, "What is it?" That's a phone. I used to have one of them older phones, rotary, that you stick your finger in and you brrr, brrr, you spin the. Today, these people don't even that you show them that, and they're like, "What the heck is that thing?" It's a phone. We had these back in the day. They hung up on your wall. Man, people memorized by it. Are you kidding me? No, it's a phone. People were all crazy and everything. You know, I was the first one to have a cellular phone in my neighborhood. Yeah, I had one too. It was a rotary phone. I bought a 500-foot cord. Used to walk up and down my street with it in a backpack. You know, people are like, "Are you kidding me?" No, I was a very uh, popular kid back then. No, I didn't have no 500-foot phone line on a rotary phone, but it was a joke. People's minds are so they ain't got no sense of humor no more. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. But anyways, I'm gonna go. Laney's tired. This is what Delphi case has become. My camera is moving by itself. Ghost. My pain is self-chosen. That leaves, so the prophet say, I could either drown or cut off my pride, swim to shore. Now I can grow a beautiful skin for all to see. Yeah. River of the sea flows down. River of the sea flows down, down, oh down, down, oh down, down, oh down, down, oh down. I don't know. You folks have a good night. Be safe. And remember, we don't know anything because we don't have the proof. We're making theories. We're making assumptions. We're making scenarios or whatever when we really don't have the proof. If we would have had the proof put out there first, here's the crime scene photos. Here's the evidence we have. We need help solving the case. We're asking the public. Here's the full video. Here's the full recording. Then we can make assumptions. Hey, this guy looks like that. This guy, I don't know. I'm just trying to help get nutsos off the street, more crazier than I can ever be. It's one thing to get in a fight with somebody and self-defend yourself. It's another to just do something to, I don't know. These are sick people. And like I said, all I'm doing is trying to help solve a case. And anyone with kids or grandkids would be, I don't know. YouTube and internet is so compromised. They know it, but they won't admit it. They know that there is fake information on the internet about people. They know the internet is a tool for people to get their lives stolen, their identity, their social security numbers. They know that the internet, that there's people out there putting fake warrants, police stuff, marriage license, all kinds of stuff on the internet. They know that. I believe the government knows that. I believe YouTube knows that. But what can they do? I don't know. The only thing I can suggest is start going through data or whatever and figuring out whose accounts are real and whose accounts are fake or ghost apps, they call them, or whatever. That's the only thing you could do. Really. I know a lot of people think it's funny. It's just a ghost app. I get a lot of people in here that ghost me all the time. A lot of people think it's funny, and I'm trying to explain to these people that they're using that technique to kill people. And a lot of people are getting upset, but I'm trying to explain to them, no, that's the way they've been luring people to their deaths or luring people to an area so they can rip them off of everything they have and then possibly kill them or rape them or whatever, you know. I know a lot of people don't understand. I don't understand. I don't want to understand. This is nuts. I need to go back to playing guitar. I need to find some single lady chat rooms, you know. All alone at the end of an evening where the bright lights are faded to blue. I was thinking about a woman I love. I never knew. She said I always was a dreamer. I spend my life running around, so hard to change. Can't seem to settle down. The dreams I've had lately. So put me on the highway and show me a sign. Take it to the limit one more time. Yeah. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Be safe. Keep an eye on your kids. And no, I am not a stalker. No, I'm not a lurker. No, I'm not a, what else are they calling everybody on YouTube? Uh, no, I don't harass women. The only women I harass is the ones that have my kids, and that's when I call to make sure my kids are okay. And somehow these women turn that into you're bothering me. Yep. Excuse me, I got children with you. I think it's my right to call and see if my kids are okay. You know, it's just madness. I think the government finally figured out that it's screwed. The system needs to be fixed. You know, I don't harass ladies. That's just the bottom line. I don't. I'm afraid to even. I've had women say, "Email me." I'm afraid to email a woman. I've had women say, "Call me." I'm afraid to call a woman. I'm afraid to email a woman. Why? Because I don't want to get screenshot or whatever they call that. Or anything. Well, see, he sent me an email. You know, what'd he say? He said hi. God, hang him on a cross. You can't win. You just can't win. So, I don't stalk. I don't harass. I joke. That's about it. I might flirt, but that's as far as it goes. And I'm not rude to these channels that I'm in or to anybody. I don't even like fighting with my own mother, you know, but somehow she finds a way. Love you, mother, but please. I don't know. It's just getting crazy. YouTube's getting. What do I see happening? Excuse me. I don't know. Maybe a new platform pops up. Excuse me. Similar to YouTube, where people go on there and make videos. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. It is 3:30. Well, dang, I keep forgetting we had to change the time. It's 3:45. I'm going. You folks have a great night. Thanks for stopping in. Lynn, it's always nice seeing you. You know, Lynn or Laney, it don't matter. They're both cool names. It's always nice seeing Gladdy. Then Bendejo was in here tonight too. Bendejo's always in here. All right, folks. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Be safe. Okay.